Salutations! Haven't seen you guys in a while, or you haven't seen me, and you haven't been in my mind for a while, because, I don't know, I just haven't been around, been in the mood to do videos, because also my computer was broken for a while, so I couldn't do videos, but, so today, I just want to do a quick thing about why everything matters, why you should think about all that you do. From what you wear to when you're walking barefoot, whether inside or outside, what kind of uh, flooring or soil or whatever you're touching, or the acidity level of your whatever you're eating, or what you're touching, what you're hearing, like what kind of music. Like my biology teacher this semester, he puts on classical music at the beginning of classes. He says that's his favorite music, and I believe him, but I don't know. Thing it's like he's, I guess, nerdy. That's the kind of person who becomes a biology major and biology teacher, and classical music is good for your brain, and like there are tons of videos you can see of like just listen to this set of classical music and that'll improve your memory and everything and improve cognition. And I mean, if you didn't know, there are things called binaural beats, which are awesome because I mean you just listen to these nature sounds, or well, I'm not sure if the nature sounds they put in, like the falling of water, the bird sounds, that might just be to entertain you. And there's actually, I think if you like hold press the earbuds into your ears, you'll hear better that there's like this high pitch ringing sound that's supposed to be the actual binaural beat that does whatever the binaural beat is supposed to do. And now, because it's like Utopia, I think actually in my honors English class there was, when we had a Utopia assignment, everyone did a different Utopia, quote unquote. Like mine was Nashoba, where started by Franny, I forget her name, but she was an egalitarian, early egalitarian from the European Enlightenment movement, moved to the United States because she thought it was all about freedom and that's what she really liked. But then she found out there were slaves, and she didn't like that, so she started Neshoba to try to get rid of them. And there was I think one of the Van Blanc twins that had the Utopia. It wasn't really Utopia, but sort of is. It's in somewhere in West Virginia where there's no technology allowed, or like nothing that would interfere with this satellite, because there's a satellite there that's used by NASA to broadcast to their system. And so yeah, no phones, no like GPS, or yeah, so it's very quiet. And there's one that wasn't really a Utopia, and there was like Heaven's Gate. I think the other Van Blanc did Heaven's Gate, and there was the one about the Shakers, and yeah, cloisters, religious groups. Oh, and the one Utopia I'm talking about is, I think Tim did a report on this guy that he studied all the effects of different sounds on the brain, how like this group heard this sound or this frequency or was given this set of subliminal messages earlier in the week, so they did better on the test. And yeah, so things like that. Oh yeah, I want to talk about like everything matters, not just what you're hearing. Like, and now like I really wonder what's going on in my brain when I'm like out in nature, staying out the coast, and I hear waves crashing against the rocky coast. Like, it must have some effect on my brain. Um, uh, oh yeah, and what do you do? Like exercise and also Hatsureho, which is a Reiki thing that it's a Japanese thing, and what you spend your time doing, all of those things matter, but what really matters is the Akashic Records, remember? See, it is being written. Everything we're doing is not like, maybe not actually written, but it's being recorded as, I guess, recorded as, like electrical impulses in our brains or things that our brains get. You know, we're creatures of habit, so once you start doing something, yeah, and as you do it more and more and more, it becomes a habit, and you just, whether you want to stop or it's bad for you or whatever, it's like, it's hard to stop the more you do it because, like, we're creatures of habit. Like, at the Tranquil Tea Shop, the nice Chinese shop where I actually bought this Manekineko cat because they worship cats. I actually said the black color is good for avoiding black magic. That's not why I bought it. I bought it because I just like the color. Like, they had a bunch of these in different colors. And they also sell like this bracelet made of amethyst. I got that there. And sell other bracelets and more jewelry with crystals, and they sell like those paper fans, like Chinese, and they sell dream catchers, which aren't Chinese. They're Native American, so America is not China, not on the same continent, but they're just trying to increase their whatever they can sell. But the thing about Tranquilities was, there was a poster on the wall that I read. It was, be careful of your thoughts because your thoughts will become your, or be careful about your emotions because your emotions will become your thoughts, and your thoughts will become your actions will become your habits, and your habits will become your reality. Now it was kind of daunting when I read it, or I guess I wasn't so like put off by it because I already know all that stuff. Yeah, be careful. But so the Akashic Records, everything we do, like, gets written in minds, and it affects the entire species. Because I don't know if you've ever heard of the 100th monkey effect. The 100th monkey effect. It was a study done by some scientists on, I think, an Indonesian island, and they were giving these monkeys a bunch of sandy bananas, or potatoes. They're potatoes, sandy potatoes to eat, and one monkey was taught to brush off the sand, and so he kept doing that for a while, and after he did it so many times, eventually this other monkeys in that group smaller monkeys were copying him because they caught on, and then once 100 monkeys on that island learned how to brush the sand off their potatoes, all of the monkeys on all of the islands started figuring that out. So you see, it works the same with humans, and I think all species. Things become a lot easier for your mind to wrap itself around, or to figure things out once it's like known or understood by more and more other members of that species. So yeah, as more and more people figure out lucid dreaming and they master lucid dreaming and figure out how lucid dream, how to control their dreams, eventually it'll become easier for people to learn how to lucid dream. Or as more and more people do Tai Chi, like, you know, now it's not really popular, so it was to the point where I was doing it outside once, where there weren't like other people around. I was just doing it in this kind of not secluded, but this open area without people, and so I figured why not do it. And when I was done my set, this park ranger pulled up and was like, "Are you drunk? Are you high?" You know, because this is actually a pretty common thing with people practicing Tai Chi or internal arts, like Qigong or Bagua, Xingyi, those things. So as we started to do those unpopular internal arts things in open areas, you know, like I've heard one story about a guy doing it in a park, and then a SWAT team showed up and was like, "Are you doing the work of the devil?" Because, I don't know, this looks weird. It's something most people have never seen, so, you know, I used to do it outside during high school, and all the other kids saw me doing it, so they would laugh, because I understand it's just the first time they've done it, but they don't know what it is. So I think eventually there'll be other people doing it, and they'll be less reluctant to do it, because, I mean, people at first, they just go, "Oh, it looks weird, so let's not do it." Or, like, in my yoga class, when we wanted to chant Om, she said, well, when she was first introduced to it, she was like, "I'm not doing that, it looks weird, it's weird." But she got into it because, I don't know what's wrong with chanting Om. Like, you know, there's being self-conscious, but when everyone in the room's doing it, then you're not as self-conscious. You're not really reluctant to do it. So yes, everything matters. Like sin is, I guess, not sort of a related concept where everything gets written down or recorded. But I don't like the term sin. I want to call it sin because, you know, all of these words, they just carry their own baggage. Because, you know, people abuse it for different reasons throughout the ages. And, you know, like the church are different people using it for different reasons. And so, like, when you use the term witchcraft, all of a sudden that word kind of makes people worried about it, or they go crazy about it, like, witchcraft is evil, but no, the actual thing about witchcraft, like, Native Americans were doing it way before Europeans, and, you know, it might not mean it's not evil, but, you know, I think if you don't use the word and you just show people what it is first, maybe they won't freak out about it. You know, because words have power. So, I mean, that's why the CIA came up with the term conspiracy theories. Because, I don't know, when to discredit the theories people come up with about the government doing bad things. Because a theory, actually, in scientific terms, is a hypothesis that has been tested and proven. But so I guess if you want to call it just some pie-in-the-sky idea, call it a hypothesis. A hypothesis is an if-then statement. So, yeah, everything matters, just like sin, because, I mean, okay, maybe you do something and no one else is around, you're not gonna get caught, but you're like, who's gonna know? You're gonna know! See, that's why, like in honors classes, the teachers would say, you want to be honest with yourself. Like, don't cheat, because that's kind of selling yourself short, because then you're not actually learning. You're not doing what you're paying for to be in this class. So, yeah, the person who's gonna know is you, because I guess that gets put in your subconscious, because, you know, the human brain is like 90% subconscious, or actually studying Freud, or Sigmund Freud in psychology, and he never used the word subconscious, he used the word unconscious. So it goes in your unconscious, and because there is cognitive dissonance where you're doing things but you think, oh, I really should do it, or like you think, oh, I should go to the gym but I'm really tired, or I don't know, I just don't feel like it, or but my friend Allison invited me to her pool party, and yeah, so I'm not going to the gym or whatever. So cognitive dissonance is something you should definitely check out. The 100th Monkey Effect and Cognitive Dissonance. 2 reasons why we should avoid sins, because they get added to the Akashic records, and you know, it's like they say one bad apple spoils the bunch, because it does, and you know, the stuff, it spreads. Spreads like wildfire. Like a virus. What else do I want to say? Oh yeah, another sinful thing I thought about is, like cursing. I think, isn't it nice to not curse or to use euphemisms like, I don't know, instead of saying crap, I say crab apples, because, I mean, it's relevant to me, because, I used to be growing strawberries out in my garden, happened to be right under a crabapple tree, and whenever we saw something red and we thought it was a strawberry, we were like, oh, and we were happy because strawberries, but then we found out, oh, it's a crabapple, so yeah, crabapples are, I don't know, are they tasty, or I know you can make jam out of them, like, might not be popular, but I mean, they are food, they can be that bad. I don't know. I just think probably crab apples probably take more, I guess, assembly required before, but like more than an apple. So why everything you do matters. The 100th Monkey Effect. Cognitive dissonance. Figure it out, guys. Do your research. Oh, and I want to say before I go, Maktub. And if you don't know what Maktub is, M-A-K-T-U-B, it's a, I think, word that Muslims use from the Middle East, from Arabic. Maktub mean like, it is all written, so, or like, it literally means it is written, but they use it to mean like, okay, all our, like God or whatever, planned out all our actions before it's happening. He knows the future, so everything will happen the way it's supposed to happen. Like that song, Let It Be, Let It Be, or, you know, it was a country song, and it was, If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Baby, just let it be. If it's meant to be, it'll be, it'll be. Just let it be. Because if it doesn't work out, maybe it was meant to be. Maybe it's for a good reason. And I mean, if you had trouble doing it, like you had to overcome your own obstacles through probably a good reason. So, Mac Tub.